You all are welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Sudhir Matpati and I come up with the threads of language, literature, criticism and some issues related to academics for you all guys through this unique and comprehensive platform of my YouTube channel. Before we proceed, I request you all to press the bell icon and subscribe the channel so that you will receive the notifications of uploaded videos in coming days. Friends, today we are going to discuss the most important topic, that is literature. And our today's topic, or today's lecture rather I say, consists of certain crucial threads like what is literature, certain definitions, different definitions of literature, kinds of literature, literary types or genres, some crucial popular examples with which we are very much familiar, and I would eventually recommend some books for study as well. So friends, let's begin.
So, friends, let's begin with the first slide, that is, what is literature? As far as the word literature is concerned, this word was derived from the Latin word litera, which means a letter of the alphabet. Literature is first and foremost humankind's entire body of writing. After that, it is the body of writing belonging to a given language or people, then it is individual pieces of writings. In this regard, R.J. Rees rightly says that study of literature cannot solve our problems like malnutrition, war, violence, etc. So literature seems unimportant in today's scenario. It may be the perception of some people in the society that literature has no importance or significance or value at all. But if we compare science and literature with each other, then one crucial ground comes up before us, which was rightly pointed out by Ratnakar Bhelkar, where he says science concerns with facts, reasons, causes, and effect, and literature too deals with facts, but in it, facts are presented in modified forms. And these modified forms, if I'm not wrong, are supposed or deserve to be called as imagination or fantasy. In a serious sense, literature is writing which expresses and communicates feelings and attitudes towards life. It is known to all that, and it's a conventional definition with which we all are familiar, and that is literature is mirror of life, or it is mirror of human nature, or it is the replica of society, and these kinds of definitions are there with which we are very much familiar. Now, why we study literature? In this regard also, we need to explore some crucial points, and those are to expand the horizons, to develop the skill of critical thinking, to explore the past, as literature has its concern with present, past, and future as well. So, accordingly, we can explore the past with the help of literature. To know other cultures with the help of the literature of other countries, we may explore their cultures, their tradition, their customs, their lifestyle, their history, and everything. So in this way also, literature becomes one of the prominent factor to develop LSRW skills, that is listening, speaking, writing, and reading. All these skills can also be developed with the help of literature. To develop positive outlook, to gain the source of inspiration, to inculcate values and ethics, to understand the essence of life, to appreciate our literary heritage, and to get pleasure and contentment. So all these are the things with which we can rightly say, we can rightly state that we must study literature to have, to acquire, to gain, and to enjoy all these things in our lives. So when we think about its definition, so no doubt there are different ways, different scholars are there, different literary figures are there, different critics are there who have tried their level best to define the word literature. But still, we can have some definition with which the definition or the exact meaning of literature may clear before all of us. So here at first we have, according to Bolla, the term literature is a Latin word litera, which means writing. From this background, it is believed that literature is anything that is written. In this regard, Argyris gives his remark. Argyris gives two meanings of the term in general sense. Anything that is written is literature. From this point of view, timetables, catalogs, textbooks, travel, brochures, manuals, advertisements, news, all these items are called as literature. In a serious sense, literature is writing which expresses and communicates feelings and attitudes towards life. Salman Rushdie also says literature is where I go to explore the highest and lowest places in human society and in the human spirit, where I hope to find not absolute truth but the truth of the tale, of the imagination and the heart. Furthermore, Hancock rightly says literature is a body of written works, the body of written works of a culture, language, people, or a period of time, whereas Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary quotes literature can be defined as pieces of writing that are valued as works of art, especially novels, plays, and poems. On the other hand, Webster's dictionary says literature is anything that is printed as long as it is related to the ideas and feelings of people, whether it is true or just a product of one's imagination. When we talk about its kinds or types, that time generally literature is divided into two parts, that is fictional literature and non-fictional literature. As far as fictional literature is concerned, it is an imaginary composed writing or work of art that is meant to provide information, education, and entertainment to the reader. In other words, fictional literature is based on the writer's imagination rather than reality, and it includes the examples like play, poem, novel, short story, song, etc. On the other hand, when we talk about non-fictional literature is a factual writing or written work that given facts that can be proved as it provides real places, events, characters, time, or reality rather than imaginary things. It includes autobiographies, biographies, essays, diaries, journals, newspapers, etc. Now, when we segregate literature or its genres, then we have to put it in four different types or four different parts. That is fiction, essay, poetry, and drama. So, as far as fiction is concerned, fiction is a form of literature that tells about imaginary people, place, events. We are going to see the examples of all these genres in next slides, but before that, we need to understand what exactly does essay mean, poetry mean, or drama mean. So essay is a form of writing which is relatively short and could be literary or non-literary writing. The word essay for the first time was used by a French writer, Michel Montaigne, As a matter of fact, the origin of the word essay comes from French, which means to try or to attempt to write. As far as poetry is concerned, the definition of poetry defined by William Wordsworth, which is very well known, Wordsworth defines it as it is the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. It takes its origin from emotion recollected in tranquility. Now, drama or play is a type of literature that is written for the purpose of being performed in front of an audience. This type of writing is written in the form of a script, and the story is told through the lines of the characters played by actors. Now we will see some examples, as just I have told you. The Ramayana, the Mahabharata, Iliad, Paradise Lost by John Milton, all these are the epics. First two are the epics and remaining two are the epic poetry. We have Canterbury Tales by Geoffrey Chaucer, The Fairy Queen by Spenser, Ode to a Nightingale. All these are, and the last one that we have, Daffodils by William Wordsworth. These four are the examples of poetry. And Hamlet, world famous plays, Othello, Macbeth. All these three are the world famous plays of William Shakespeare. And we have one more Indian playwright, that is Mahesh Dattani, and his renowned play Tara. Of Friendship by Francis Bacon is an example of an essay. Besides this, we have few more examples, that is Playing It My Way. It's an autobiography of Sachin Tendulkar. My Story, Indian poetess late Kamla Das autobiography. Then we have Long Walk to Freedom, an autobiography by Nelson Mandela. We have the examples of world classic renowned novels, Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy, then A Passage to India by E.M. Foster, Invisible Man, superb science fiction by H.G. Wells, and then we have The Imperfect Life of T.S. Eliot by Yale Gordon. It's a biography and the example of short story of Khushwant Singh entitled The Mark of Vishnu and Other Stories. So friends, we can understand it very well that literature, it's a kind of ocean, and it's not easy, or it's a very difficult task to put it in a 15 or 20 minutes discussion what exactly it means, how does it work, what are the functions, what are the types, what are the definitions, its origins, examples, and so on. But still, I have tried my best to put all the things in one stroke, in nutshell. And here at the end, as I have promised at the beginning, I would like to recommend few books for you all guys. The first one, English Literature, an Introduction for Foreign Readers by R.G. Rees, an Introduction to the Study of Literature by William Henry Hudson, a Background to the Study of English Literature by B. Prasad, History of English Literature by Edward Albert, and a Glossary of Literary Terms by M.H. Abram.
Thank you, friends. Thank you for watching the video. So once again, I request you all to press the bell icon and subscribe the YouTube channel. Very soon we'll meet you all again with new concepts and new ideas. Thank you.